Hello, 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 and welcome to Simutrans. This is a freeware transport simulator game that's kind of similar to Transport Tycoon. So anyway, we'll start a new game here in the year 1930. You can start earlier than that. But yeah. So anyway, the goal of the game is to create a successful transport company dealing with boats. I don't know why I said boats first, but boats, trains, and buses and trucks, as well as aircraft. So it's like, it's like Transport Tycoon, Locomotion. There's a few other games like that. I think Transport Giant. It's like that. A little bit like Railroad Tycoon, but Railroad Tycoon focuses only on railroads. So yeah. Anyway, so we'll start this save game off by creating a simple bus route. I can find the garage for the buses. There we go. I see it's 1930, so I want to put something fairly new here. The schedule. Yeah, so I tried to make a video here before, but the video glitched, and it only recorded the very first screen of the game, as well as the audio, so that was kind of useless. But now it seems to be working fine for reasons I will never understand. Okay, so we started our bus service, and there's our bus. Just driving along the street, having a good time. And there's several different graphical packs you can have for this. This is 128 British. There's 128 German, which is all German vehicles and German-style buildings. And there's like a really abstract one. And comic-style ones. So yeah, back when I was playing, when I played this as a kid, there was only one pack set because this game's been around for a while. But anyway, I think one of the coolest things about Transport Tycoon is that it had so many vehicles that were set like years into the future. Like I think it goes up to 2100 year. Why am I talking like this? Anyway, yeah, and you could get like really weird looking aircraft, maglev trains, and everything. I think we can have maglevs here, but not right now because it's 1930 and maglevs effectively don't exist yet. Oh, we can build warehouses and stuff for maglevs, but you can't actually build the maglevs. That's a weird way for technology to work. It's like, here's a completely useless building for a transport system that won't exist in for at least 70 years. I'm not sure when they really came out with maglevs in real life, but I don't know. They're not really present now even. So there's only like one or two systems in the entire world at the moment. Set up another bus system here. In the first take of this, I was doing a really terrible job, and we were like, I got like $2 million in debt. So maybe now we could do a slightly better job. Get another garage. Build that here since nothing's over there. And bus station. I can find one. Build one there. Build one there. We'll go over here. Build another one of those buses. Maybe we don't need a bus that big. Yeah, we'll get it anyway. It's got the lower maintenance costs, despite having better capacity. And that'll start that service up. Now, what can we do for industries? Got a lot of industries in this one town. Got a print works, which needs wood chips from like a forest. Wow, there's a bunch of collieries. It's like every other game I played so far, there's only like one colliery in the entire map. Now we got like a dozen of them. The heck's up with that? That one's actually not that far away. That one's closer. I'm just kind of checking out where these industries are. What's this place? Orchard that gives fruit and cider. Printworks. Get some gas works going. They don't have a production queue and they can just keep delivering coal to them. The one thing you have to watch out here for is that stuff has like a maximum limit of the amount of cargo you can deliver to it that's only consumed upon that cargo being used by the industry or the product that the industry produces being shipped out somewhere so they can build more of that product. If that capacity gets maxed out, it stops taking deliveries. I think I'll build a train. Come around the other way. The way I built the track. That's a big issue. Also going to build a completely pointless curve. Connect that to that. It's one of the annoying things I've had while I was playing other games on here. Sometimes the tracks don't connect and it's really hard to see. Especially if you don't have the trees hidden, which are all these black shadows here. You got ghost trees. The forest is haunted. Scary. Anyway, need a cargo station. Then depot. For the train to come out of. Motives. Got a lot of steam engines available. It's always fun. Got a bunch of L and ER steam locomotives available. And 4Fs. It's a goods engine, isn't it? Need a bulk wagon. It's a tiny bulk wagon. Do we have another one? No. There, now that train can go and start delivering coal. You could also go like to the back to the dawn of transport, and then pretty much everything relies on horse and carriage. And they have such a small capacity, you end up having like hundreds of them to deal with, like just one of these 1930s buses could do. That's a power station. Run pull over there too. Over there, there's another gas works. And of course, yes, of course, the closest coal mine to a gas works in the entire map, and that gas works does not take coal from that coal mine. Go figure. Logic. This one. That one will also load another line over there. That's narrow gauge. What am I doing? I use a narrow gauge bulldozer to demolish narrow gauge track. Guess why not? Okay. Bridge there. And then keep going. Build another bridge over the river. Of course I do. There. Then I gotta go find the train. And change the schedule. To go to get their sighting set up. And that can hopefully stop losing money. Okay, now they're putting coal out. That's good. Okay, that place goes to there, so can extend the track down there and start shipping out coal from here. Build another train. We can. This is what I mean by being hard to tell when the tracks aren't connected, because now they're disconnected anymore. I gotta go find a specific place that they're not connected. It's fine. It's fine. Meaning not connected. It's connected point. And the game crashed. Because of course it does. Anyway, since that didn't save, here's another save file set before the steam age, where we have plateways and numerous carriages of various types. And a lot of money. So yeah, the way plateways work is basically you have a bunch of horses pulling carriages, but unlike a train, they ride in between the rails instead of on the rails. And they are also extremely slow. Could you imagine waiting at a crossing for this thing? You're just sitting there for hours in a horse carriage without any air conditioning. Thinking nothing had air conditioning back then. It's kind of slowly making its way down the track. The load full of stone. I don't know if new industries get established as time goes on or not. I haven't really seen any. They started this game in like 1750, which is the earliest year you can start in, so it's had plenty of time to build some. There's another train that's just waiting. I mean train in the loosest terms possible. And there's no signal, so they just kind of wait. Town names are random, but sometimes they have real town names. They do not actually correlate to the town. And the map generation is completely random. From the terrain to the towns to everything. Those wagons are hauling vegetables to the market. This town's got 3 freaking markets. And out of like 4 markets in the entire map. "75% of all the markets in the world, in this world, are concentrated in the town of Dalton Town." That was kind of redundant. There's also only 1 coal mine on the entire map. So I got that running out to a few different industries. And 1 iron ore mine. Which I probably should have built a road to, but whatever. You can also just go fast forward and watch all the carriages pass by, like a 1811 traffic simulation. This is what highways looked like before steam engines were invented. So many stations are crowded, but there's not much I can do about that. And of course, the one other train is stuck because the other one hasn't cleared the points yet. Considering both of those trains are barely capable of 5 kilometers, It's going to be stuck there for a while. Because there's no signals either. But maybe there is. But that one, what happens if an end of choose signal? And I know absolutely nothing about signaling systems. What happens if I put this here? Does that allow that to move? No. Put another one there, of course. As the other train comes by. Now that other train's going to get stuck while this one takes up this section of track. Nope. And the message said something about the signals. I didn't see what it was. It's not going to say it again, though, is it? It's hard to believe that this is fast forward. Now that train is stuck, so the other one can move. Presumably. Yeah. There's a bunch of cattle farms that I can't really do much with because there's literally only one slaughterhouse and just the one cattle farm I have. I think there's actually two that are supplying it is way more than it needs. And there's 3 markets here to deliver meat to, but that one's almost full. And then that one wagon that's running to it's going to start delivering to the other. Some more cattle coming in. And that's the entirety of that business. So, anyway, that is Simutrans. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, or subscribe, or any combination of those if you want. And click the bell icon to see when new videos come out, because YouTube needed another button, I guess. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. This is Strike 9716, signing off for now.